Welcome to the Pitching Performance Solutions podcast, where I guide you to optimize and understand the truth about pitching and developing into a high level pitcher. This is my first episode I plan on having many of. Here in this podcast, I want to explain, talk about raw and unfiltered truths about experiences, stories of life, my life, struggles, and mainly pitching. I don't want this to be scripted at all. I just got a little outline that I want to go over. This is going to be the worst podcast episode I'll probably ever have. I just want to, you know, talk more instead of just make Instagram content and like actually be super truthful and blunt about stuff. About like what pitching really is and how I've seen it throughout my whole 26-year life. Um, But overall, for 2025, my goal is to help out as many pitchers as I can because I know I needed so much help when I was 16 when I got TJ. I'm just trying to help whoever, whether it's a 12-year-old or a 15-year big leaguer. Um, Anyways, the topic I want to discuss today is velocity, and your performance is an effect of the life you live. A lot of people think all you gotta do to increase velo is do the special drill, get super strong in the weight room, deadlift 600 pounds, do an insane amount of arm care, be as fast as you can, uh, have a long whippy arm, have a crazy warm up routine. It could be all those. It could be everything. But that doesn't matter if you don't change certain things about your life that I've seen. Now, you want to throw like 85, 90, 95, 100, whatever. Like I said, you think it's strength training, doing a bunch of all this bullshit. But what I can tell you is the people that have made significant changes from velo is not by doing drills only, not by getting as strong as they can only, not by doing the long toss 18 times a week. It's by actually like changing your behavior on a day-to-day basis, like every single day, with nutrition, being in the weight room, your movement quality, having a routine, and being consistent, and like understanding that bad days will happen, good days will happen, but if you have trust, confidence, and assurance that whatever you're doing is going to take you to where you want to be, you have to be in the right mindset. I haven't seen many people at all gain velo from having the most amount of anxiety ever. Um, it's mainly from trust, having a not give a fuck attitude, from putting in work on a consistent basis. It's not doing all this crazy stuff with water bags or whatever you see on the internet. I know I'm on Instagram. I do online training. I don't want to be I don't ever want to be that guy that sticks to just water bags, just this rocker drill, just plyo balls. It's not that. Like that's not what takes that's not what increases velo / your performance. It's being a pro's pro. When you set a goal for yourself, you understand how you need to get there. You see how you need to attain it, how you measure it on a daily basis, weekly basis, whatever. And at the end of the day, the people who gain velo are not focusing on velo. It's throwing more strikes, trying to compete. Instead of having 5 innings this year, let's have 15, 20. It's not, I want to be a starter, so I got to throw harder. It's throw strikes. How do you throw strikes? You do bullpens. You throw a lot. And if you throw a lot, you have to stay healthy. You're going to get sore. You stay healthy. You do whatever type of arm care that works for you, whether that's doing a bunch of band workouts, uh, resisted training, manual resisted training, physical therapy, seeing your athletic trainer all the time, or doing nothing. It's one of those things. Most people that do nothing, their arm isn't the best, but you gotta do something. It's very it might sound very vague how they gain velo. Is what I'm trying to say is it's through behavioral. Am I saying that right? Behavioral, 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 behavioral changes. Like with me, my 5th year in college, yeah, I played 5 years. One JUCO for 4 years, and then one was COVID. So in reality, I only played 3 college seasons. I don't know if one of the seasons after COVID didn't count during in the NAIA. I played at St. Ambrose University in the Quad Cities where Iowa and Illinois meet. Low level, not low level NAIA, but not high level. Um, we would probably be like D2, D3 level in that range. Um, but we'd compete. But anyways, my 5th year, I was like I'm this guy that Kobe Bryant was my idol, is my idol. Yeah, I'm a big Mamba mentality dude. I just love having the thought process of like, I'm gonna work so fucking hard. I love that. I love it. And that's what I try to put into my players. But sometimes not everyone's like that. A lot of people are just like, I don't care. I'm gonna do whatever. I'm gonna do whatever works. And that's completely fine. The best pitchers in the MLB right now, I don't know any of them. I've never talked to any of them, but I guarantee you, none of them are like I'm the hardest working person on the team. I guarantee you, a lot of them are not like that. They're probably now some of them might work hard, yeah, but they do what works for them. And if it's hitting the weight room once or twice a week, even in the off season, throwing 4 times a week, it's something like that. And then there's some people like Trevor Bauer, throws pretty much every single day, never takes a day off. And I'm sure from his MLB stint to his Mexican League stint, I'm sure a lot of things have changed. A lot. And he's still a pretty good pitcher. He's a pretty good pitcher. Excuse me. Anyways, back to my 5th year story. I was like, this is my last year I could actually have a chance of playing pro baseball. I shouldn't have had that thought at all. I was not throwing anywhere near 90, so I was like, I'm gonna gain 10 miles per hour. No, I'm not doing that in one off season. But I had that mindset. It was a good mindset to have. But how I carried it and how I did things in my off the field stuff. So in the summer, I did a weighted ball program with a coach. He knows what he's talking about. He's not a bad coach at all. Good coach. We just focused on velo all summer, when that wasn't the reason why I wasn't pitching as much as I was. The reason why I wasn't pitching as much as I was is because I couldn't throw strikes. And my 5th year was the worst season of my life, like mentally on the mound. My 5th year, I had the least amount of innings than my sophomore year. And I was a lazy fuck my sophomore year. I was literally drinking 3 to 4 days a week. So were my other teammates. But I was drinking 3 to 4 days a week. And I had 20 more innings. Now, we were a better team my 5th year. I will say that. But as we went through the fall, I was throwing harder, throwing strikes. My pitches were good. Cutter was fucking nails. And then we went into the winter. Probably took too long of a break off from throwing. And had some setbacks. Like I got COVID. I had to take like a week or two off. And then I think my fastball won bullpen in January. I swear to God, January, about this time of the year, like January 10th, something like that. I swear to God, I topped out at 76. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? Yet I bulked that fall. I gained 15 pounds. I went from 180 to 195 as a dude that's 5'8". 5'8". So, obviously, I did away with the ball program. Gained velo in the summer and fall. And then I'm back in January, topped out at 76. That's slow. But obviously it was January. I was worried, but now I think about it, like probably shouldn't have been worried at that because I know a month later I'm going to be throwing harder. That's just a fact. That's gonna happen. Game. It was cold inside. We practiced in the dome. It was freaking cold in the dome. There was like no heating. So in the middle of Iowa, not the middle of Iowa, in the middle of the Midwest, it's cold. It was very cold that day. And it was that type of cold. It's like probably like 45, 50 degrees in the dome. So it's just like, we're practicing, but it's freaking cold. And I had my first outing the spring of my 5th year. Only gave up 2 runs, but it was like the worst inning I ever had. It wasn't, but I got super anxious. I walked probably 3 or 4 people, and it was very debilitating, and I just could not get over the fact that I did bad for an inning. That was the downfall. Very quickly, I was like, I trained for a very long time to get to where I want to be. Here we are. This is where we go. And then through an inning, and my confidence went from here to literally underground. It was way under there. I had no confidence. And for the rest of the year, did not have confidence on the mound up until probably the last few outings when that was at the point about halfway through to like 4 weeks before the season ended. I literally told the head coach like baseball's not fun anymore. I wasn't getting innings. I wasn't doing anything to help the team / play. I was traveling, just watching us play. And it's just like, I did all this work just to sit on the bench. And yeah, that I bet a lot of you have been in that same situation. You put in all that work just to sit on the bench. But there's the main thing that we forget about is we could put in so much work. We could be the strongest person in the room, the hardest thrower in the room. But you could be throwing 95 and be a head case and have the worst mindset, no confidence on the mound. and not throw strikes. Many of you have seen that. It happens. There was a team we played against in my conference. There was a dude that threw 97. You could tell he wasn't in the right mindset / confident on the mound, and we won on a walk-off because he literally threw 3 straight balls to the backstop. We had the guy on first. Wild pitch 1, wild pitch 2, or wild pitch 1, wild pitch 2, wild pitch 3, scored. Game over. 97. He threw 97. That tells you, like, it's not all about everything you do physically. It's probably more mentally. Way more mentally. Like, from the coaches I've coached with and the pro players I've talked with, it's a real thing that when an American baseball player goes to play with a pro team in the minor league system, rookie ball, A ball, they're playing with 16, 17-year-old foreign players that are also on the team. Most of the time they're Hispanics and they're really good. And you're like, they say they've never touched a weight in their life. My iPhone storage ran out, so I had to delete some stuff to get back. The pro players, pro coaches I've talked to, they talk about these like Dominicans, Hispanics, these guys that come from practically third world countries. They've never been in the weight room. They've never gotten coaching. They've never done anything like we do in America. They don't have these academies. Now, yeah, Dominican Republic has academies, but it's like just playing baseball, pretty much, just having fun playing baseball because it's the only thing they know how to do well. Now that's not to show like hate on them. It's not hate. It's like that's what I've heard and seen. These people, all they know how to do is throw a baseball hard, hit a baseball hard, run fast, steal bases. They play the game. And at the end of the day, this is a game. Baseball is a game. And just like poker, if you're not confident in the bluff you're showing, someone's going to see right through that. And they're going to call it, and you lost money. If you're confident in every single thing you do in your daily life, I'm not saying I do this. I need to do this in every single thing in my daily life. If you're confident in every single thing you do, your life will change for the better. So much better. Better jobs, better opportunities, better life, better friends, better everything. Confidence is the key, and confidence is the reason why I did not have a good season, because I had zero confidence my 5th year, zero, negative. I'll say negative, and then I like I said, I quit. I wanted to quit baseball my 5th year so bad because I was not getting playing time, and I kept going to the weight room, kept throwing, and then every weekend would go by. I'm like, why the fuck am I not throwing? I've done all this work. Why should I keep doing all this work if I'm not even touching the mound? And then I realized, like, it's because in these live situations, like live ABs, all that stuff, didn't throw strikes. It wasn't velo. It was throwing strikes. Yeah, if you want to be a pro baseball player, most of you don't have to throw 95. The average MLB velo is 94.2, 94.3. Yeah, like 95 is like pretty much average. There's not many people that throw slower than 94 in the MLB. If they are, They have the best stuff and can throw it whenever they want in any count. And what's a cause of those pitches being able to, they could throw them all for strikes whenever they want? Confidence. Confidence. Confidence comes from doing the work over and over and over and over and over again. Having trust. You don't have confidence in something you've never done. You don't. How confident were you when you first drove a car, if you're old enough to drive a car? How confident were you? Probably not at all. I was not. I first drove a car in a movie theater parking lot with people in the parking lot, and I was like going so slow. Thought I was going to run someone over. There's no way you're confident. If you're not a confident person, there's books out there. There's a lot of people to learn from. I'm not saying I'm the only one to learn from. There's a lot of people, a lot of things out there. A lot of things. Confidence can take you to places you've never thought you would be able to go to. Like, once I stopped playing college baseball, I started working at a baseball training facility. And I just went up to one of the coaches there that was a coach at the local community college that was pretty good. And I just said, "Hey, so what do you recommend for a new coach that wants to get into to be a college pitching coach?" And he said, "Oh, you just gotta see what's open, see what's out there." We were actually looking for a extra pitching coach, and I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "I can send him your email and see if you want to do it." I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." And ever since then, I have coached so many pitchers that I've never thought I would have never been able to coach in this area if it weren't for the place I'm at. Um, and after 1 year, I became a national champion as a coach. And I've never been a coach, or I've never been on a winning team, like winning, not winning conference, winning, like state championship, national championship, or consistently just dominating. It was the first time I've won like something, and that was the best feeling ever. And after that, my confidence level of being a pitching coach shot up, because I'm like, there's no reason I'm here. Like, there's a reason why I'm at this school coaching. There's a reason why we were national champions. Like, could I have been the worst coach in the world and became a national champion? Very possible. But what more likely than that is I was a coach that didn't step on any toes, helped guys out, did what I needed to do to help the team, and we won. We won. It was one of the best feelings I've ever had in baseball ever. It's one of the best. You could take this and run with it, or completely blow this off. It's all about your life and how you go about it, and how you consistently show up and have the right mindset. Thank you for tuning in to the first episode of Pitching Performance Solutions podcast. Subscribe if you want more content like this every week. Check out my Instagram at Casey Hollan Pitching. Book a call with me if you want to train with me and see how you can become a high-level pitcher yourself, and see if it would make sense for us to work together. Hopefully, there's a lot more like this, and if this sucks, I don't care. I'll probably make more of this. See you on the next one.